Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Cancer Tarot money forecast for the rest of 2025. So let's see Cancer's money and career. Let's see what your forecast is for September, October, November, December 2025. All right, Cancer's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what this financial forecast is going to be for the rest of 2025. We're going to start with the financial forecast, right? General money energies. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what the energy here is for this general money forecast. Feeling unsupported, yet very dynamic. Very you go-getter, entrepreneurial, wanting to push forward, wanting to develop things, wanting to get that job, want to progress in that career. But you feel unsupported. You feel there's not enough money, or you need help. And maybe you need help from the banks. Maybe you need help energy-wise from partners, or maybe you need help from your surroundings, the opportunities, the potential around you. You feel like there's not enough support. Okay, but the energy is there to push forward. There's a big dynamic to make things happen. It's not like you don't believe in this anymore. It's not like you don't have ideas, that you don't have the desire to make money. You have the desire to make money. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's delays. You have to reformat, rethink things. You sort of feel stuck. Yeah, it's all about reformatting. So the financial forecast here, the general reading is take a breather when you have to, and reassess. Assess, reassess, let go of old habits, let go of old financial decisions, whether it's regretful, whether it's just in the past and that's how you did business before, or those were the type of jobs you had before, or that was your way of making money before. Here, the answers, look at these major arcana, the answers or the energy coming in is pay attention to the shifts, the pivots, and focus on what you have to do. Focus on your talent and your assets and your resources, your experience. And just know that it's important when we feel we're not progressing in our career, or we're not gaining enough money, or the money's not coming in, or it's not like before, and it's like that tug of war, or we feel sort of stuck and there's really not many solutions there, and what are we going to do? Take a breather and assess. It feels like with this Hermit, these are moments where everybody, or this is Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, right? But it's a moment where it's important to reflect, right? To withdraw a little bit, spend less, think before you make decisions, rethink that idea, rethink your collabs, rethink your budget, your financial spreadsheet, your spending. There's a real reevaluation here. Maybe it's savings, maybe it's downsizing, maybe it's choosing a solo career path, right? But there's a real reflect before acting, and it's wisdom over wealth, wisdom over money. What am I doing? Who am I working with? How is this working for me? How am I making my money? How can I elaborate? How can I progress? So stay committed to the job, or to the idea, or to the business. Stay on, what am I going to say? I'm trying to say stay who you are. your financial gain is always going to be through hard work, right? The mastery of your work, the consistency, the effort, the commitment. That is always going to be there. But with the Judgment, the Hermit, and the Hangman, those are 3 cards of awakening and taking a step back from external noise, from social media, to focus on your inner world, to process what you're going through, to process the possibilities, to process the options. There's a real awakening there. Time to evolve, time to awakening, time to embrace the new, or time to embrace the change with the Judgment, right? There's a real financial awakening here. And sort of reviewing past money choices, right? Time to act with integrity. And yeah, it can signal rebirths of ideas, rebirths of career, but for me, there's a real awakening of how to budget, how to manage money, how you're making money, and how you're connecting to others to make that money. All right, let's move on to the income and the stability, or how to stabilize or change this income, right? How is this, how stable or changing is your income going to be stepping into fall 2025, September, October, November, December 2025? How stable is the income going to be, and how changing is it going to be? What's going on? King of Swords. Again, that integrity, the authority, no BS, needing to see clear, needing to understand. Yes, it's, it's, there you go. You have the pressure, you have the responsibilities, you have to take control, to keep in control of your budget, of your money, as your savings, of your spending. Keep that control, keep that strength going. We have that King of Swords. But with the Strength card, it's that it is also keeping up that patience, financial patience, and self-control. Slow and steady growth is okay. Avoid any impulsive money choices. Avoid any, financial impulse decisions. That's that inner strength that brings the lasting wealth, that builds the lasting wealth, that builds the next chapter, that builds your finances, that builds your business. There is a moment there where you have this, you're going to be mastering, right? Mastering whatever seems logic to you, mastering your choices, mastering your vision, mastering financial balance. Patience is key here, and not only patience, but insight on what truly is at key here. What truly is happening. What is the income you're bringing in, right? And really being very disciplined with money. Legal matters or consulting or whatever. There's strong ethics here, and there's strong responsibilities. Even though there are a lot of responsibilities, a lot of pressure, you're moving into a next cycle, but you're still there to master, use that strategy, strategize, think logically, right? This is a moment where things need to, for you, be very clear, very honest, no BS. This is not a time to sort of be halfway or not be clear on what you want, or believing or assuming that people are going to deliver. No, be very honest with yourself. Be true to yourself, to your situation, your financial situation. All right. Now, one more card on there, and then you're going to move into Yes, abundance, but abundance, you're moving into something smoother. You will be moving into something smoother, taking a break, realizing that it's heavy on your shoulders, that you're almost there, or you have those responsibilities, but you have this abundance coming in. You will be clear in your choice. You will be clear in what you earned, on your financial situation. But you also want independence. You're gaining your independence, or you have financial stability, but like long-term financial independence. That's what you're fighting for. That's what you're aiming for. That's what you want, your independence. So that is also pushing you to maybe relocate or travel, or you will be moving into a calmer energy. Take a break, because there's disappointment, but like you feel you don't have enough, or it's not like before, and it's harder and it's more pressure, but you have assets. Focus on your assets. Don't focus on what is disappearing, or what is no longer there, or what is no longer happening, or the way it's not the same, or that person that disappointed you, or that deal that didn't go through, or the job you didn't get, whatever. Focus on what you have and your assets at the moment. Don't focus on the outside world and everything going on, right, in social media and all that. Focus on yourself and focus on everything you've done up to now and all your assets. All right, let's see what the number 3 here, where we have savings and insights, right? How to strengthen or revise your saving strategy, right? This is all about tempo. Remember, patience, stabilizing, no impulse moves, no impulse decisions or impulse investments. Make sure you, it's like becoming extremely clear that it's important to be cautious, because also you have your integrity. Right? So here we have the number 3, savings. What do we have as an insight for savings for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? How to strengthen or revise your saving strategy. Let's see. No, not that one. Yes, that one. No? Okay. Let me take this moment to just say what I discovered, that half of the people that watch this channel, more than half actually, probably almost 60% of the people that watch this channel are not subscribed, have never been subscribed. So particularly for the people that like this channel, that enjoy this channel, that come here on a regular basis. If you're just discovering this right now, this channel is usually all about weekly money and career readings for all signs. On a weekly basis, I bring in the energies are changing, or what to expect, right? And a lot of people come weekly, and a lot of people enjoy these readings, or seem to enjoy these readings. So if you're just popping in, thank you so much for being here, and please consider subscribing. Take a second. It takes 1 second. It's completely free, and it really helps the channel grow. And if you have been here for a while and been a long subscriber, or have just popped in the past couple of months, thank you so much for subscribing. And again, it really pushes the channel out there, so thank you so much. All right, let's keep going on the savings insight. King of Cups, stay balanced. Again, stay balanced. How to strengthen those saving strategies, how to revise the change. What do you have to strengthen? What do you have to change on your money insight, on your savings, or how you budget? What do you need to stay balanced? This is all about, there you are, Cancers. This is all about staying mature, staying calm in your decisions, really reflecting. Again, no rash decisions. Page of Cups, beautiful. New ideas coming in, baby steps. So address the issues, right? If there are, to be able to strengthen things or change things, right? Change your way of doing business, or change your strategy of investment, or change your way to get that job, or to maintain that job, or to get that business going, right? To evolve, to progress. This is a moment where it's important to, one, maybe learn, get some new insights, take the time to like give yourself the opportunities to learn more. Open the doors to new ways to learn, learning about finances, learning about AI, learning about new financial strategies, what's coming in, right? With this high priestess, she is all about gut feeling, right? Financial answers are sort of lying beneath the surface. You have to go get them, right? Trust your intuition. If you feel, again, avoid all major money moves, right? Unless it feels really, really right. Secrets are hidden, or there's hidden income, or there's certain things that have been beneath the surface that you aren't just made aware of, or that you're not aware of. You don't have all the information yet, right? So here, this is about tapping into these new ideas, new ways. Go online, check classes. What's going on? What are these new incoming energies for financial savings, for financial insight? We have this Page of Cups. I feel like this is, tap into creativity. This is something that is like, if there's a small offer there, if you're trying something new, if you're connecting with new people, be creative. Go out there and check everything out. If there's small financial offers there, or something that that you feel, for example, you get an offer, or for example, you're going on an interview for a job, or there's money coming in, but it's small, it's nothing significant. Follow your intuition. If you feel that it's interesting, if you feel the vibe of this new business idea, or it feels creative, doesn't have to be creative, but it's like creating new ways of saving money, creating new ways of developing a business, but they're baby steps. It's something that's almost not revealed, something that you have to go get the information. It's not just out there. It's a learning process, a training process. And I really feel like you're really going to step in there, follow your intuition, connect with new people, read on this. This is a new way to invest, or a new way to develop things, or these are maybe new programs to develop, or new AI programs for finances, something like that. Okay, so we're going to move on to number 4, major expenses. What do we have for major expenses? What to prepare for? What to watch out for here in September, October, November, December? What do we have to watch out for here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Also, if you're interested in getting a tarot reading, I get messages every day for people asking me for tarot readings. I do not do one-on-one private tarot readings. However, we do have live tarot sessions every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And right now I'm doing several lives during the weekly evening tarot readings at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if anybody's interested, if you join membership, not subscribing, membership, paying membership, the perk you get for that is really to get a tarot reading. As long as you remember, you can get a tarot reading whenever I pop up during the lives. Okay, so that's an opportunity you have to get a tarot reading. All right, here we go. Major expenses. What do we need to prepare for? What do we need to watch out for? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we need to watch out for? What do we need to prepare for? Again, we have this High Priestess. Follow your intuition. I feel like we have to prepare for messages, hidden information, things that were not available for us or not particularly available for us that we have to dig in. We have to address nope, it's coming out. These are things that were hidden before. Maybe opportunities that are hidden, maybe hidden opportunities or hidden information, or, these financial deals or financial opportunities or new ways to connect or new ways to invest. Again, it feels like beware of that. Be on top of all the new tech revolution or programming or financial programs or whatever's out there. I'm not completely a financial specialist, but be aware of things that are hidden and be aware of things that are not being revealed yet, or that on the verge, or that the information is not quite out yet, or they don't want to deliver it yet, or they don't want to make it available yet. Right? There's a disconnect with certain offers. Yep, disconnect with what's going on. Disconnect with certain, there's this animosity about, well, wait a second, I want to know that. I want to learn that. I want to be part of that. I want to make my money on that. Yeah, multiple options. And again, we get the Page of Cups. It's innovative. It's new. It's baby steps into this way of earning, or this way of financing, or this way of connecting to the financial world, whatever it is. And maybe it's just around you, these new opportunities that are popping up for you to make money. That is becoming very clear here. Two of Pentacles, multiple options, juggling multiple things, needing to make certain decisions here. But with the Sun card, it feels like, let me catch my breath. It because things are difficult, because we're sort of fighting our way through to make things happen, and there's a real disconnect with what actually exists, what we actually know of, what we've always done, the traditional way of working, whatever. There's a disconnect from the offers out there. Now it's time to be creative. Interesting. Right? It's like everyone's juggling financial responsibilities, right? Everybody needs to better budget or balance, right? Balance really between that income and those expenses. But at the same time, it's really important because there's a lot of competition out there, right? But at the same time, it's important to be aware of these new, of certain information. I don't know what this is. If anyone's tech savvy or extremely financially savvy on the tech world going out there, there's a lot of options involved. There are a lot of people involved, and everybody has to sort of stand out and assert themselves, right? That makes sense. But there's also that real disconnect from certain comfort zones or certain conventional ways of doing things. And then we have the Sun, which once we reach that level, or once we understand what we're going to connect to, how we're going to make our money, there's a financial success. But it's a lot of effort. It demands a lot of effort, confident effort, right? It demands, it's investment. It is learning. It is training. It is going out there and mingling with those people that have this tech savvy financial program, whatever it is. I'm not saying that's for everyone, but it's for that particular thing. But in a general sense, it's stepping up. Everybody has to step up their game in awareness with money, budgeting, the flow of money, and everybody has to be creative and a bit tech savvy, whatever that means for you. It's going to be different for everyone. And maybe it's just on a very local level, knowing how you can organize yourself to find those little opportunities to make more money. Okay. All right, let's move on to 5, those emotional money triggers. Ooh, well, I feel like I already had those. Well, this is just popping out. I'm just going to leave that there. Where we go. They're the emotional money triggers, yeah, attached to the old patterns, or feeling manipulated, or feeling controlled financially, or with our choices, with our mind. And I feel like now we're moving into a new era. This is, all these inner fears, or these belief systems that we have that have always influenced us. Spending, capitalism, needing the good thing, or needing what is glitzy glam, or needing what is just cool for us. Everyone's different, right? I feel like we're getting out of that. We're really getting out of that spending era, or that attachment to certain things, certain ways, getting out of that hamster wheel with the devil, right? Understanding that toxic money patterns, debt, addiction, overwork, materialism, whatever, financial entrapment, right? Things, it's sort of time to break unhealthy attachments, unhealthy money attachments from the past. That's a real trigger. 6 of Cups is the trigger card. Trigger from the past, or things we've always done. We've always spent that way. That's what we wanted for our family. That is what we know. We knew how to budget our money that way. We have our savings this way for our kids, our grandkids. Right now, there's that money pattern, really, that we're going to have to circle out and move into a new world. Then we have the World card. Really, there's a completion there. There's a completion, and then there are complete new financial goals, like new goals to achieve, a whole new way of doing business, or a whole new way of managing our job, or getting a job, or accessing money, or right? This is really thinking long-term effort, and thinking new chapter. Letting go the old ways, letting go the controlling issues, letting go the toxic money pattern decisions. We have to think it's blank slate. It is blank slate. Be creative. Go for the training program. Go for the learning program. Check out what's going on. Check out what's new. Let's move on to the next one. Last one. Number 6, grounding, guidance. What do we have for guidance on how to stay grounded in your decisions? How can Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if you are watching these readings and you're not Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and would like to enjoy a reading like that for your sign, comment down below. Comment down below what sign you are, and if you would wish this type of reading for your sign. All right, what is the grounding guidance here? 3 of Cups came out twice. We will take it. The support of your family. The support of the people surrounding you, or having a support system. That's going to ground you. How can we stay grounded in our emotional decisions and our financial decisions? What is the guidance here? Yeah, the guidance is all about love. Emotions. Stay grounded emotionally. That is very important. There you are, Cancer. There you are again. Look at that. Staying grounded is mostly important, but staying grounded emotionally, right? and taking charge of your finances, determining your process. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you're relocating. There's a financial victory here, but it's all about willpower and determination to reach those new goals, to transform these new goals, to have a new vision, Hope is coming back. I love that. There we have the Star card. Hope and financial healing is coming back. There's a real positive shift here that's coming. Investments in dreams, in businesses, in creativity will be favored. Faith is returning, but stay balanced with this this Ace of Cups. Sorry, my voice is going wonky. There are new financial opportunities that are popping in, right? So this is not, see, here we have the emotions, the joy, the excitement to work with certain people, to work on certain subjects, or within a certain company, or to start your own company, to develop your own idea, right? And it's really suggesting that both are very important. Yes, it's important to make money. Yes, we need to pay bills. Yes, we need to feed our family, right? But we can't do that if we don't have emotional balance. And so it's not just profit, it's also joy, and it's also remaining really stable, mature, and calm and balanced as we make these decisions. Family support is enormous. The love and support is enormous. Having respect for each other is enormous. And here we have this whole beautiful group of cards here that is about emotional grounding, right? To stay stable, to stay balanced, and have that vision and have that determination. That's going to give you that energy and that positivity to move forward. Faith is coming back. Hope is coming back. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one for being here, for connecting, for sharing your journeys. Gratitude to each and every one. Let me know if you would like a reading like this for your sign, and what sign are you? Comment down below. Take care. I'll see you right back into the weeklies. Bye-bye.